There's got to be a red dot.
Well, there's a red dot on that one, and now there's red dots on all of them.
Oh, shit, there's a red dot on your forehead. Oh, shit. Welcome to Beer and Board Games, folks, where beer drinking and game playing are number one on our list of priorities. Priorities is a party game of absurd choices, and I would like to make a not absurd choice by requesting a beer. The game of priorities goes like this. I need to get terminology straight.
Get your priorities straight.
No terminology. My priorities are right down the line.
Like the song.
Target player. One person starts off as the target player. They're going to draw 5 cards from these decks, and they're going to lay them out on the table. Then they're going to take this whiteboard and marker, and secretly, they're going to order those cards in their order of personal preference. I like number 1 the most. I like number 5 the least. They're going to hide that list. The other players are going to discuss with each other what they think the order is, and they're going to collaboratively come up with their guess of what the order is. For every card they guess right, the players win that card. For every card they guess wrong, the game wins that card. And all of the cards have different letters on them. The goal of the game is for the players to spell out the word priorities before the game does.
Oh my god, we're competing against the game?
Yes.
Tax avoidance. Free speech. Mobility scooters. Marmite. Definition, please.
Marmite?
It's like Vegemite.
CNN.
So we wait until Craig writes his list.
Okay.
And when we discuss, Craig is not allowed to speak or give any sort of hints. This show was sponsored by the makers of Priorities.
Thanks for making us a priority.
I have chosen which one of these are my priorities.
I've already thought about this.
Yes,
I think free speech will be number 1.
I agree.
I would put Marmite at the bottom because he needed it explained to him. So he didn't even know what that was.
No, but I know that Craig kind of likes Vegemite because we get sent it by our Australian friends.
Oh.
So I wouldn't put that at 5. I'm not sure. It might be 4.
Where does he get his news from?
He does not get it from CNN. I asked him about CNN one time, and he said, it just seems to be mostly like a squirrel is in a tree or something like that.
So he's pretty dismissive.
He's pretty dismissive of CNN. I think tax avoidance is probably number 2.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because that's a priority in a lot of people.
And then Marmite, and then mobility scooters, and then CNN. What do you think?
I would say CNN and then mobility scooters.
This is how I was envisioning it playing out. I don't think he's a Fox News watcher.
No.
So he won't be invited over to my mom's house. But the mobility scooter, because I think he still thinks it's kind of fun, and he wants to be that kind of person like driving around Walmart.
I get the feeling that when Craig sees someone in a mobility scooter, somewhere in his mind he thinks they don't need that. They can walk.
Oh my god, that's me.
I just want to say this is kind of like being awake in my own funeral, listening to what people are saying. You know what Craig didn't like? Mobility scooters.
I think these 3 are good.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where we have an issue.
Right, the Marmite mobility scooter issue.
My instinct says do that, but I will defer to you guys if you both think the other way.
I think we should call this the Marmite mobility paradigm.
That is a really good name for a paradigm, but only for a paradigm.
Right.
The Marmite Mobility Trade Act is not good at all.
No, it's not useful.
Okay, final answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Craig, what do you got?
You guys get this.
Oh, what?
All right, this is free speech is top of my list. I looked upon this as being a net good for society.
Okay.
So I would say mobility scooters was second best. Marmite is food. People like it. CNN, I think, has done more bad than good, although if I'm going to watch one of the big 3, it would be my second. And then tax avoidance, I think, has caused too many problems.
I should
He
have
didn't go that route that he was trying to.
He's talking about tax avoidance as a concept, not his personal tax avoidance.
Oh, right. The game already has Priz.
Priorities is a big word.
Whistling, banter, Scientologists, a long hug, Piers Morgan. Answers are written.
Banter's first.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Piers Morgan is last. Oh, unless it's Scientologists. These 2 are towards the
Piers
end.
Morgan is that kind of conservative douche who's a British man.
Yes.
Is there a chance that Aaron does not know who Piers Morgan is?
He does not know who Piers Morgan is.
Yes, but I think that would also toss it towards the bottom two regardless.
Certainly, these are the bottom two. It's more of a question of which.
There are a lot of admirable Scientologists. Maybe he's thinking, I don't hate Beck. I don't hate Elizabeth Moss.
This is a wild card.
It
too.
is a wild...
I know he hugs, but I'm not
does?
sure how he feels about long hugs.
You hug people? You never hug me.
You can't talk to him.
Oh, I'm sorry. But whistling?
Can he whistle?
I don't know. I've heard him whistle, and it's always been just sort of like a...
Yeah.
So maybe he can't whistle. Maybe whistling is 5. This is more likely to be at the front of the list than the back of the list. So I don't think we should move that around.
I think maybe we should just hold it right here. Banter, number 1. Then whistling, long hug, Scientologist, Piers Morgan.
Banter, yes, correct, of course.
Yay.
Love it. Number 2 was a long hug.
Shit!
Watch my wine.
Oh.
3 hours later.
Whistling was number 3, so you were close with those ones. Number 4, yep, Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Yay.
And number 5, Piers Morgan.
Hey, we got 3!
3!
Who I
Morgan
do
is?
know who Piers Morgan is, yes. I've been on Twitter. To answer your whistling question, I can whistle, but not well.
We're having a fun time playing priorities. One might say it's a priority in our lives right now. And you can get this game and many others at ClarendonGames.com.
.com. They make very interestingly titled games.
And an interesting monster should have an interesting hairdo.
I have watched that cartoon so many times lately. Lorenzo's getting into Bugs Bunny.
Matty cakes, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
A 6-pound espresso.
That is a 6 British pound espresso.
Oh, isn't that a euro?
No, that's a pound note.
Write it on a pound note, pound note.
Write it on.
Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do?
Write it on a pound note. What do you do?
Priorities.
A 6-pound espresso. World peace. Soggy footwear.
Oh.
Puppies. Talking loudly.
We're going to rate these in order of hatred. Okay, we know number 1 is puppies.
Nope, we know number 1
he
is
likes
world
cats.
peace.
No way. I bet he likes puppies more than world peace.
Nobody likes soggy footwear.
Yeah, I mean, that's rough.
He does not like soggy footwear.
Yeah, you would rather have talking loudly over soggy footwear.
But at the same time, he might actively dislike talking loudly, while he has a general dislike of soggy footwear.
But is it him talking loudly or other people talking
It
loudly?
would be
It's
other.
other people talking
Oh,
loudly.
then definitely down
Yes.
that.
Number 5.
No, number 4. Soggy footwear is absolutely number 5.
I mean, yeah, you can't have. You can tolerate this a little bit, but you can't tolerate soggy footwear. No one can.
A 6-pound espresso. This seems like a number 3 if there ever was one.
Yeah, very middle of the road kind of
Yeah.
thing. And now we got to decide between world peace and puppies. Do you think world peace?
Everyone prefers
But
world.
doesn't he think world peace is like kind of cliche or like not?
It doesn't
you know,
matter if
kinda
it's cliche.
a lame idea.
Why would it be a lame idea? I know it would be a difficult thing to pull off, and
Yeah,
we'll
it's
never
like
achieve it.
not
But
realistic.
I put puppies number 1.
if it's a vote, we can vote world peace, puppies. All right. Top of the list: puppies, world peace, $6 espresso, talking loudly, and soggy footwear.
You guys did a pretty good job, but I also think this was a very easy selection of 5. You got everything right except for these 2. I despise talking loudly.
Okay.
That's why he hangs out with me.
Even more than soggy footwear, which really, realistically, those would be like that. But you got to order them.
So your
And
friend.
then these are all correct. Of course, I'm in favor of world peace, but I do think it is an unrealistic goal and an abstract goal, whereas a puppy is right in front of you and is a happy little guy. The players get that O,
Give
get
me
that second
P.
I.
Give me that P.
And we got a P.
Give me that P.
Meanwhile, the game actually has a word: priors.
We got beer, Donald Trump, cheese,
Artisanal.
artisanal chocolate, and fake news. Jeez Louise.
Wow. Topical.
Shall we talk about Brett now?
Yeah, let's talk about me.
I'm not sure Brett's feelings on beer. I'm guessing he doesn't mind it, but he doesn't love it.
Yeah, I don't think he loves
So this
it.
is like a 3.
Yeah, it's got to be higher than fake news and Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I think Brett probably likes cheese more than artisanal chocolate because I'm not sure that Brett is a fan of fancy chocolate.
Well, he didn't know how to say the word.
I was just more happy to see that anal was in it.
Art is anal.
Art is anal.
I can't speak for Brett, but if it was me, I would actually put these like that.
That fake news
because
is worse than
Donald Trump is one person. Fake news is like this insidious network of shit.
Right.
And
yeah.
as Brett has mentioned a number of times, that when he goes to his mom's house, he's got to listen to fake news.
Yeah.
Let's just
And-
call it my house right now.
And Donald Trump can't even be on Twitter, but fake news is on your TV set.
As worst, fake news and
Fake news, yes, hand.
okay. Donald Trump.
And you guys say Donald Trump. Yep. Okay. What do you got, Brett?
You guys hit it.
Wow! We swept the board! An I, an R, a P, and an R.
Oh, we need a T.
We have, do you want to say it with me, Brett? Harmonizing. God. Reply all. Vintage clothes. Vegan sausage.
This is kind of tough.
Get to know me.
Vintage
Be
clothes
high.
is definitely high.
Right. How much does Clegg like vintage clothes, though?
I would say toward the top, certainly. I don't know if this is still the case, but I know that Craig has often been baffled by email things. There was a time when he didn't know how to attach things to an email.
Oh, wow.
I don't say that to embarrass him. I only say that to clarify.
None
this
of us
list
are
for us.
born with this
You're not
knowledge.
supposed to say anything. I would say reply all, maybe like right there. I'm really not sure where he is on God. I'm thinking this is probably towards the low end.
Do you think he's okay with vegan sausage?
Yeah, I don't know that either. This is a really hard selection of things. But he really likes music, so harmonizing could be.
Oh, yeah.
there.
That's true. As soon as
Like-
the card came up, he was like,
like-
here we go,
like
harmonize
the-
it. He likes music more than clothes.
This is looking pretty good.
2 out of 5 right. Okay.
If one of them's a T, we did it.
I think that harmonizing is glorious whenever I hear it, and when I actually pull it off, that's amazing. Vintage clothes, it's like orgy, something I always wanted to get into but never did. So yes, that is number 2. I am very middle of the road about God. If there's ever a thing right down the middle, it is God in all his iterations. Vegan sausage nearly beat God.
What sucks here is really we only got one wrong. But as a result of getting that one wrong, these two were also wrong.
Yeah.
Did we get a T?
No.
No.
P.
No.
No.
The game continues. Lay him out.
People. Personal hygiene. Body hair. Oh, lordy. Friends TV show. SatNav.
That's GPS, right?
No.
Is that GPS?
Is this a British game?
Yes, it is.
All
Six,
right.
6-pound espresso should have clued you in. Personal hygiene is number one with a bullet.
And-
This guy uses dude wipes. He's got peppermint scented soap. He's got funny soaps all over his place. Personal hygiene number one. Absolutely.
And satellite navigation is something that has to do with computers. That means that he doesn't have to work as hard. So I'll say satellite navigation is 2.
I'm guessing people is pretty low.
I think that Friends is going to be last
I
because he
think-
did not watch TV.
This is looking pretty good.
And I think people is like God. I don't think he hates people.
No.
He just never leaves the house.
Right. And
Body
really,
color.
who likes body hair? I mean, who likes it?
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't mind it or...
It was,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, there. Some people do find it sexy. I don't know that about you. If you're...
When I was thinking of people, I was thinking more of just like, you know, all the people that I know online, all the people that I like.
Oh, so this is Friends, the reality.
There are a lot of people, surprisingly, that I do like. People in a general way, like people, you know, not. Personal hygiene was here. These were swapped. SatNav, bruv, was number 2.
Okay.
All right.
Got that
that's-
right. If that's a T, we still win. Body hair, I don't really like it. And Friends, I don't give a shit about, so body hair was lower. Friends was only good in season 1 with the monkey. It's almost the holidays. Have you gotten your favorite loved one a Beer and Board Games swag item? We've got keychains. We've got coasters. We still have posters. It rhymes with coasters.
More importantly, it's not just a keychain. It's also a bottle opener. So you don't have to say, well, I don't need a keychain. I already got one. This is a bottle opener as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's a really good point. It's more of a bottle opener than it is a keychain.
Yes.
You can put this keychain in your wallet, and then you can like whip it out whenever someone needs to open a beer. Let's say you're in a situation where you want to impress someone, and they're like, "Man, I can't open my beer. How do I open my beer? Whip it out!"
This is us. This is the game. For the game, we've got an I.
They need one more.
That other I, they don't need a fourth. They don't need another S.
Excellent.
And they need that E.
Oh, they're down to T now as well, just like we are.
And we get an E.
That elusive T.
I have picked my 5 cards. One of these is a T.
Are we tied with the game?
We are
We're
Yes.
tied with the game.
The final 5 cards are breakfast in bed, chat up lines,
English translation, please.
pickup lines,
Thank you.
Okay.
being in a relationship, Tesla, diet fads.
So anyway, I was,
yeah.
with the several of the leisure suits, and then the bailiff said, "Where's the morgue at?"
Okay, I have made my list.
All right, so these are Craig's predictions right now that are happening with his hand.
I know Matt would love breakfast in bed, but you can't have that really without being in a relationship. From what I gather, he loves being in a relationship. Breakfast in bed comes next. Diet fads. Tesla is not a bad thing. I'm taking it as the car. And chat up lines. He's in a relationship. Doesn't need these.
I do like this, but Matt does post quite a few pictures of food on social media. Every now and then, like he'll go in these stints of like, look at this pork chop and mashed potatoes and blah blah blah, and then you know.
I get that, but you never see them on his lap on top of a
No,
duvet.
you see them on his countertop.
He specifically says, "Look at this pork chop."
And these mashed potatoes.
Yeah, Tesla's in the middle because he doesn't care one way or the other.
Tesla's in the middle with
Tesla.
Dinah.
Chat up lines because there's some funny bits there that probably make him giggle a little bit as he's reading through the socials. And then diet fads, I don't think he really cares.
Tesla's in the kitchen with Elon. Tesla's in the kitchen, I know. Tesla's in the kitchen
Matt,
with
can't-
Elon. Why is a Tesla in the kitchen?
This has got to be number one,
Yep.
unless he went rogue and was like, "Breakfast in bed, the ultimate best thing."
I think he went rogue in the bottom.
Wait,
Speak for yourself, please.
It's a fad. It's
Yeah.
automatic pejorative.
all right, I'm down with this order.
Being in a relationship, number 1.
Yay.
Correct. Chat up lines, number 5. Correct.
Yes.
Tesla, number 3. Correct. I was looking at Tesla the man, and I like an underdog. Diet fads. I followed a diet fad several years ago and lost 85 pounds, so that is number 2.
Oh, that's what we messed up.
Breakfast in bed, I've never had, and it doesn't interest me.
It's the crumbs.
If I'm eating breakfast, I'm getting up and doing
Yeah.
it. Are one of these the T?
Are one of these the T?
Being in a relationship is an E. Tesla. T for Tesla is an S.
Oh no.
Chat up lines.
Come on, chat up lines.
T!
Yes!